Yo, welcome back to Bias Sports Talk. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Cole Russell. I am here with Gino Sens on the other end.
What up?
You might be wondering why we got on these crazy-ass hats and all these crazy-ass decorations. That could be because we got Milan, a.k.a. Lon, a.k.a. Pharaoh Santana, a.k.a. Hail to the Victors, the biggest Michigan fan you will ever know. Bring him on, baby. Happy birthday, man. Hey. We got the narco walkout. What up, baby? What up? Coming in hot, man.
Let's go.
Coming in hot. Oh. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. What up, pod? It's my Bday, baby. Let's get it.
Hey, we drinking, man. We drinking. Keep drinking. Hey, we've been drinking for a minute. We gonna keep drinking throughout the whole episode. We might as well take another shot right now.
Come on, man. It's only right.
Shit.
It's only right.
Hey, while we get them ready, how was our weekend, boys?
Great, man. Opening weekend for the baseball, you know. Everyone saw the torpedo bats. We about to talk some elite ball knowledge right now.
Elite ball knowledge.
Yeah, it's great to have baseball back, man. What a great early B-Day present. You know what I'm saying? Angels 2-1. You know what I'm saying? We had a rough start against the White Sox, but we back, baby. Light it up!
Light it up! Hey, cheers, boys. Cheers, boys. Happy birthday, Milan.
Cheers.
Hey, to another great episode. Let's go.
Yeah, baby.
Salute.
Cheers. Salute.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
Yeah. Feels good to be alive, man. Feels good to be on the pod with the boys. Let's get into it, baby.
Hell yeah, man. Let's get into it. We had some March Madness that wasn't so mad because for the second time in the history of the tournament, we got all 1 seeds in the Final Four. First time since 2008. So, I mean, it's been pretty smooth sailing for all of them so far. But
some fourth grader out there is just about to win the whole bracket.
Yeah.
Some kid who's never watched basketball who just took all the ones.
That fool just thinks he's a god at this shit, bruh. Every year, he's like Gino after he won his first fantasy championship. He just thinks he knows everything now.
That wasn't no first championship. That was just the biggest and best yet. More to come.
The biggest and best.
Can I let y'all in on a secret? Already it's birthday pod and I'm exposing myself. I've never won a fantasy chip.
Damn, bruh.
I never won one, bro.
Damn, bruh.
I've won multiple in football, baseball, basketball.
Don't expose me. No. It's my
shit.
birthday. Don't do me like that.
Man.
Holy shit. No playoffs.
No playoffs.
B Philly says no playoffs either.
Bro,
Holy
it's been a rough
shit.
couple years for the boy. They call me 7th.
I'll give you my rankings this year. Just don't show Cole.
Facto.
Holy shit.
Shout out to my dog. See, Gino always going to take care of the boy. That's
how
great.
you win the championship is sometimes you got to make your own rankings. When you listen to all these fake experts, they be doing you dirty.
B Philly says call him 7th place Santana.
Yeah, that's what they call me, man. You know, every now and then. But, 7th place in fantasy, but number 1, you know what I'm saying, in the streets.
Number 1 in the streets. You heard it here first.
I mean, fantasy, if you're not first, you're last. No one cares about any other place. So...
Yeah, I mean, that's about the only place it applies, I guess. Yeah, moving on to the Final Four. We got some good matchups going on. We got Auburn versus Florida for the first matchup. Janai Broom went out there and put 25 and 14 up in the last game.
Sheesh.
That is a big stat line, big stat line. That was against Izzo. Shout out Swamp Izzo, but he took a dive to Auburn. I mean...
Yeah, it happens, man. I think we had them though in the game before, so that was a good call. We haven't had a pod since they played, the second time. Yep. So shout out to Swamp Izzo, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to
I think I probably had the worst bad beat of all time. I had Michigan State 3.5, and that slapdick threw up that 3 to make it.
Oh no!
To go a 3-point game, I lost by half a point.
I got it.
Ruined my perfect betting on March Madness.
I got a worse one for you, Gino. Last week, Lakers were down, I think 6 to the Bulls, and I took them live to win. I took -3.5 plus 140, and we were up by 5 with 30 seconds left. At which point we allow them to
Hit a three. And then LeBron on the inbound.
And then LeBron inbounded and let the ball get stolen. And then Kobe White hit a 3. And then Josh Giddey hit a 47-foot half-court shot to win the game.
The Giddler.
Never go full Giddey.
The Giddler did us in, man.
Imagine this. Imagine 35 seconds are left. You got a team to win by 4. You're up by 5 in a getting fouled position. I'm like, oh, we're straight. We're just going to keep getting fouled. And no.
Yeah, that's a bad beat.
Yeah, no happy birthday to me. And my second bad beat, BYU, man.
BYU, man. Hey, speaking of that, hey, we got to get them 50
just get it out the way
boy, you
now.
might as well get it out the way right now. Let's knock them out.
Come on, this is for the city.
For the city, hey, we got to count them out.
You on the count?
You want a countdown?
Yeah, just get it out loud count.
Let's go. 3, 2, 3. I was going to give you a 3, 2, 1. That's already
more.
one. You got 49 left. Let's go. 48, 47, 46, 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34.
Form is looking clean.
He's
not slowing down.
We hit 25 right there.
He ain't slowing down.
He ain't slowing down. We got 25 more to go, boy.
Yeah.
He's getting
Solid.
it. We got 15 more.
Good. Keep going. You're good, bro.
You got 13, 12, 11.
Who's going to
10,
carry the boat?
9.
Who's going to carry the boat? Hey, who's going to carry the boat?
7, 6, 5. We got 5 more. 5.
Show these
4,
kids how we roll, boy.
3.
Let's go. Let's go. You got one easy. You got one easy.
One.
Let's
go. That's how you knock them out.
Quit playing with him.
Get it out the way to start the show. Hey.
Tequila might be PEDs. We're
that
not
was
sure.
a nice showing. Tequila might be the PEDs. We don't know. You might get suspended like Jerks and Profar. You might be out for 80 games after that showing right there.
Free Profar, free Ipe.
Free Profar.
F Profar, bro.
Hey, that might be the reasoning for Profar hitting them 26 bombs or whatever he hit last year.
Yeah, career year, and then you pop for estrogen. Same thing Manny Ramirez did. Little fishy, hanging out with ringworm boy Fernando Tatis.
Ringworm boy.
Oh man.
Yeah, there's some longest yard energy going on. All this estrogen popping up. I don't know what's going on.
Group hug in the showers tonight? That's what they're saying?
That's what I say. Can of corn.
Can of corn.
I'll be fine.
Back to the Final Four. We got Janai Broom, who started his career at Morehead State against Walter Clayton Jr., who started his career at Iona playing for Rick Pitino. Both of them are All-Americans this year. So that goes to show that the transfer portal seems to be working. We got these guys coming in from some smaller schools, chasing greener pastures, and making their way to the Final Four in with their new teams in a bigger conference. I mean, that's going to be good look for going forward in terms of NIL. So, yeah, I mean, that's ways to build your team. It's not necessarily getting these one-and-dones anymore. You want to go out and get these high-profile transfers.
Facts.
Make your team a little better, a little quicker.
Especially if you're going after that ring. I mean, even I saw like the ages for the whole Auburn starting 5. I think the youngest one's 22.
Yeah. I mean,
You know
Baker,
what I mean?
Baker Mazzara is 25, I believe.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, like, why go get a 17, 18-year-old kid who's going to come in, like, be good enough to go to the league, but maybe not to win a championship?
Exactly.
Or you're going to get a bunch of JUCO and transfer dudes who are trying to prove themselves.
Yep.
Go get you a ring.
I mean, I told you once, I'll tell you twice. They've always been spending money on football and cheating, and now they get to spend the money on basketball that they got, so this is the product of that.
I mean, they've definitely been doing it in basketball as well, but now you can do it.
But now it's more of a focus.
Yeah.
Now they're like, yo, we're blowing the bag.
Yeah. The other matchup is Duke versus Houston. Duke is a favorite, -5.5. We got Cooper Flagg, absolute dominance throughout the entire tournament. We got people on social media asking if he is the best one and done of all time. I know they forgot about KD and a few other people, but he definitely has put on a show in terms of...
Did JJ Redick play more than 1 year?
I believe so.
Okay.
But
Melo's
JJ
the
Redick
best
is not.
one and done
Yeah,
of
I
all
was gonna say
time.
Melo.
Well, Melo, KD, Zion. There's a few other ones for sure. other
Yeah,
than Cooper
I think
Flag.
just Melo, because Melo and them won that chip. Wait.
Yeah. Yep.
Did KD?
For sure.
KD didn't win a ring, did he?
No.
Ant Davis did, right?
Anthony Davis, yeah.
Yeah, so like, I mean, I still think it's Melo just because Cuse was nasty, but I don't know. I think AD came into a better situation. But I'll say this, bro. Cooper Flag is fucking nasty.
Insane.
And his step back little mid range game was nuts.
Yeah.
I saw him doing little turnaround fadeaways and shit.
Yeah.
I think at this point, like, I don't know. It's been such a favorite heavy championship. Normally, I wouldn't expect the number one picks team to go win because they never do. But this year, it might just be that kind of year.
I mean, all ones. You never know.
You know,
It's going to be a 1 seed either way, so it could be Duke.
it'll be good practice for him playing grown men.
Are we riding with the Gators since that was our pick? Are we gonna stay on that?
I'm
or,
still riding with the Gators.
Or are you just gonna wait and see who gets hot and go off that?
No, I'm still riding with the Gators.
Gators, boy.
I got the Gators taking down Auburn, then I got the Gators taking down Duke. That's what I'm going with right
Come
there.
on, taking them down, boy.
Taking them down. No
Taking
Diddy.
around town and down.
Calvin Sampson and LJ Cryer of Houston will look to take down Duke, but I mean, they got Knipple as well over at Duke, so they just, I feel like they're too deep. LJ Cryer is really good, and Houston has a good team, and they got some older guys, but just as a whole, I feel that Duke is, they got better guys, so.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with the hype on Houston right now, but is what I will say is 5.5 is a very large spread, so it makes it interesting.
For sure. Definitely 1 seed against 1 seed. That's a pretty big spread.
I just want to say shout out to the Michigan boys. Y'all fought to the end.
Shout out Michigan. If y'all would have won and pulled it out, Milan would have came out in the rip-off sweats.
First half, bro, we had them. We lost
ran
that
out on
game.
the floor.
Really, we didn't lose. Like, Auburn really didn't play that well. We lost that game. A lot of unnecessary turnovers.
Y'all beat yourselves.
You could tell we were playing with a lot of anxiety, and it helped in the beginning, and it didn't help in the end.
No. It was a good showing, though, for the Michigan boys.
Yeah.
Shout out the Michigan boys. Maybe next year.
Pass me the bottle. I need a shot for the
Yeah,
team.
we need another shot for the squad.
Come on.
Maybe you want to pour one out. Nah, JK.
No, we got Bryce Underwood on the way, so I'm not worried. They're saying he looks like the best prospect ever.
Yeah, you're going to be on
Best
revenge.
prospect ever. You can't forget about Andrew Luck.
Yeah, he's wait on it.
Speaking of Andrew Luck, he got hired as Stanford GM,
Fires
fired the coach.
and hires his old coach in Frank Reich. Frank Reich, the GOAT, man.
That's the
Frank
hardest
Reich,
move.
the GOAT. And it's only a 1-year deal. They both are in agreement that it's only a 1-year deal. But I mean, I like the move.
So
Hey,
what is the purpose to try to win in 1 year?
I mean, I think it's just to get a culture going over there, the right culture.
I think it's I don't know. It's a mix. It's either go crazy and get Frank another NFL job, which he's looking for, or it's a 1-year deal because Andrew's like, listen, like, I'm already doing you a favor giving you this spot. You have not been on.
Yeah.
Every time Frank Reich gets a position, he don't keep it very long. So, yeah. But it's dope. He's bringing an NFL mind, and I think Andrew Luck's going to have more of a hand in the actual football, X and O's than
For sure.
a normal GM would.
Yeah, I mean, Andrew Luck said, yeah, this coach ain't cutting it. I mean, there was a story that the old coach was out there harassing the staff and shit like that, so they had to get him out of there regardless.
Andrew Luck is a respectable man.
Yeah,
He's not doing
definitely. Yeah, Andrew wasn't having it. He said, I'm bringing in my guy. We're going to establish this culture, get it moving in the right direction.
that. Cheers.
It's a big move. Shout out, Andrew. Cheers to Captain Andrew Luck.
Yeah.
On to baseball and the news of the weekend. Torpedo bats, bruh. We got to get the torpedo bats going in softball.
No, I ordered like 7 already.
We already got 7 monsters coming in for softball.
Hell yeah.
The torpedo gerbs. We're going to be out there hitting tanks, bruh. Yankees go ahead and have 17 home runs in their first 4 games of the season. That is an MLB record.
Surpassing the 06 Tigers.
Yeah. Now everyone is out here trying to get their orders in for the torpedo bats. We got
Yeah, I saw some of the Phillies had them.
Yeah.
Alec Boehm had one yesterday.
Bro, Ellie yesterday went absolutely stupid with his in the first game. Goes 4 for 5 with 2 tanks and
But-
7 RBIs.
he's got Gavin Lux hitting behind him. So when you got,
my God.
when you got
Yeah.
one of the best hitters in the league hitting behind you, they gotta throw
Yeah,
you pitches.
one of the best hitters in the league for sure.
You can't be
Dodgers
walking
lost him 'cause he
people
was too
with Gavin
expensive.
Lux up next.
Yeah, that's for sure. They're scared of Gavin Lux. They're terrified, bro. So
Hey,
yeah.
he kind of went off. I don't know if he's using the torpedo, but he kind of went off.
Yeah, moral of the story is it's 40 degrees in Cincinnati right now, and Milan can't put his hat on, so he's got to find another one. That one might be broken as well, so we got to get another one.
There we go. This is good.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be very gentle with it.
Finesse team captain over there.
There you go.
It's nice and gentle.
We're almost there. There we go.
We
got it. Let's
Quit
go.
playing with
Let's
him.
go. Quit playing.
Quit playing.
Yeah. It's 40 degrees in Cincinnati, though. Cold as shit. Ellie's out there hitting balls like 115. He's an absolute monster. So
He's so good.
I think
That boy said it's cold outside
So-
and I'm hitting tanks.
So what's the future of this then? You think everyone gets them and it
For
just becomes
sure.
a hitting frenzy?
for sure
Or do they get outlawed?
they don't get outlawed.
No.
No, because it's perfectly
late.
legal. Everything they're doing is legal about it.
It's
So,
just wood in the bat, right?
Yeah, we just gonna be hitting tanks all season. We're breaking the record.
It's like choking down on your golf club. You know what I mean?
Hey, it's good
More
for the
control.
game.
I mean, bro, you got these superhuman jacked guys hitting at a Little League field, which is Yankee Stadium. Like, it's just a joke. Like, they need to outlaw Yankee Stadium and move over somewhere else.
Outlaw Yankee Stadium.
In the entire
Get rid of
stadium.
it.
Get rid,
It's a Geno lock.
get rid of it. Yeah, but Marucci and Victus have a lab out in Louisiana where they send players in the offseason to test their swings. So they found out that guys that tend to get jammed a little more, they move the barrel down so that they could square up some more balls. And that is the whole purpose of the torpedo bats, is creating more mass in the parts where you tend to hit the ball harder.
They look funny.
Yeah, creating the opportunity for the balls to go further.
Facts.
Yeah, everyone seems to. I mean, not necessarily in an uproar. I think it's just
It's an uproar.
everyone needs to get them. Let's just give everyone steroids and just give everyone torpedo bats and give all the pitchers spider tack and just
And let's
see
see
who's
who's
the best.
got it.
Let's just see who's the best.
Like, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I think it wouldn't be as big of a deal if we heard about this before the first Yankee game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think everyone was just like, what are these weird ass things they're holding? And then the most annoying team in sports starts going crazy. You know what I mean? I think if we heard about this in the off season and everyone had a chance to be at the same speed with it, then, but also like you can't blame the Yankees for not telling anyone. It's
No,
legal.
I mean, apparently they had a few people using them last year, but all of a sudden it's coming out because the half of the Yankees lineup is using them. They just
Right.
broke the home run record. So yeah, that's what.
I mean, Jazz is hitting Otani level home runs every game. Yeah. So, they block in Jazz for MVP
mean-
if this shit goes.
I mean, Volpe today hit one like 107.
Dude.
He's going crazy too. He's got 3 on the year. So
they're making Judge look average.
yeah, that's
Nah,
the one thing.
Judge is going
No,
nuclear.
Judge said I don't need the torpedo bat. I'm gonna still go out there and hit 4 tanks myself. So
Demon.
he's right on pace with what he was doing last year, if not hotter. So yeah, Judge is an absolute insane
yeah.
freak of an athlete.
Technically, he's on pace for a tank a game.
Yeah.
Like, how nuts would that be if
he's
someone hit
insane.
100 tanks? I know that's not going to happen, but Jesus.
Yeah, he is absolutely insane.
100 tanks.
No need for the
That would be
torpedo bat.
insane.
Like, what's the record? 55?
60?
71.
71? That,
Barry Bonds at 71.
right.
What-
Or 73.
What? Yeah, 71, 73.
Yeah,
it was
73.
Bonds and Sosa when they were drugged out of their minds on roids and all that. But what was the one that Judge just broke? 60-something?
That was Maris.
62?
That was Maris.
Yeah, that's the real one.
Yeah,
that's
that's the real
the.
62.
But that boy Maris might have been geeked up. You never know.
Nah,
Yeah,
shout
he
out.
was on steroids in 1961 for
Oh,
sure.
what, did they get Mark McGuire for the same bullshit?
Yeah, Roger Maris was on HGH in 61.
Man, free Mark McGuire, free Barry Bonds,
Free all of
Sammy
them, bro.
Sosa, free the whole
Everyone
team.
was on steroids.
You're like, what?
Let's be serious here.
And free Pete Rose.
Like, bro, Barry Bonds had like 3 MVPs before he was on steroids. He's the best baseball player of all time.
Like, come on,
let's
bro.
be realistic, bro.
Barry
It's
Bonds
just
is
the
elite.
records don't count because steroids is the thing that keeps you healthy. So who knows if he would have got hurt like Griffey and his progress would have been halted.
All I know is he looks like Mr. Milchek from Severance.
Hell yeah.
Pull up
That's
Mr.
hard.
Milkshake, Brett.
Giants suck.
Because I don't think Gino watches Severance.
Yeah, the Giants suck. On to the best team in the league. The Dodgers have started 6-0 for the first time since 1981.
Gino, tell me.
Hey.
Sorry. Gino, tell me this dude don't look like Barry
He
Bonds.
does look like Barry Bonds.
He does?
He looks like an older version of
Now pull
young
up Barry
Barry
Bonds.
Bonds, if that makes sense.
Does he look like maybe Barry Bonds' dad? More than Barry Bonds. Pull up Barry Bonds' dad, bro. He looks like Barry Bonds.
He looks like Bobby Bonds?
Yeah. Yeah.
Bobby!
Bobby Bonds.
Give me like prime Bobby Bonds when he's playing on the Pirates.
Yeah. You're talking about the Dodgers? That's my bad. I
Now
knew.
we're looking at Barry Bonds' dad.
Right.
Yes, he looks like him, not yeah.
Bobby.
Bobby! Yeah,
Bobby
but
Bonds.
back to the Dodgers. Best start since we won the World Series in 1981. So we're coming off a World Series with our best start. Looking to do the same thing, go back to back. Maybe 3, maybe 4, maybe 5.
We're on pace for
Yeah.
undefeated, right?
That
If we
would be
start out
s-
6-0,
that'd be
we're on
6-0,
pace for
yeah.
162.
Yeah, I'd
it's good
say
pace.
so. Yeah.
So
I would say that's how it works.
Hey, but we
Yeah.
gotta
It's
give,
just funny.
Milan his flowers right here, bro. Angels in first place, boy.
Angels in first place.
You
Hey.
might not get another one of these, so
Light
we
up
gotta-
that A, man.
Big
Quick
big win by the Angels last night in extras.
Yeah, we're tied up right now, 3-3 in the ninth.
Young
Trout about to hit a walk-off.
Young Lars Nootbaar had a huge game. He got on base like 4 times last night, hit a tank. Arenado was going off. So both Cards and the Angels.
That's crazy. Did they
are
win that
exciting.
game? The Cardinals?
What up?
Did the Cardinals win that game?
No, the Angels end up.
Yeah, no, I know. That's
winning
why I was
5-4.
confused why we were talking about
It went
Lars
to
Nootbaar.
extras. It was hectic.
Because
It was a good
that
game.
nigga
Great.
lost. Let's talk about who won. All right, I'm gonna just say it like this: Anaheim is electric this year. Kikuchi rough start.
Absolutely electric.
Electric.
got smoked,
Even
right?
though we technically have not had a
Kikuchi
game.
got smoked.
Yeah, that was Kikuchi looked awful.
Kikuchi got
He
smoked.
got lit
bro.
up by the White Sox.
Milan
bro.
said he was gonna have 9 Ks. He gave up 9 runs.
Yeah,
it was
damn
about
near.
the opposite.
But yeah, Anaheim's electric. Even though we technically haven't had a game in Anaheim yet, it's on Friday, but it's already electric in Anaheim. I will be in attendance on Friday for opening night. For
Hell yeah.
you know, what I mean, we're the only team to start 4 games on the road. What the fuck? But whatever. 2-1, about to be 3-1. Quit fucking playing with him. This great weekend of baseball overall. Zach Wheeler came out super hot, bro. It was good to see some good pitching. I miss Glass now. How'd he pitch?
He went 5
Amazing.
shutty.
He went 5 shutty.
5 shutty?
Hey, but
As we thought he would.
I generally didn't see it.
back to that Wheeler game.
Had like 8 Ks.
He was
on 5 innings.
pitching.
Something like that.
He was pitching against Mackenzie Gore. He had like 12 Ks
Oh my
through
god,
6
bro, they
opening
combined
days.
for like 20 Ks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Opening day.
13 Ks. He was going absolutely.
It was electric, and then fucking the Phillies went down 1, and I got them at plus 240 live in the 8th, and then Schwarbaum hit a 2-run tank, and then it went to OT, and we locked that shit up. Shout out to the Phillies for cashing my first MLB bet of the season, and I'm not even gonna tell you. Opening day yaks, I went 0 for 3.
0
and-
for 3.
But then,
We'll heat up.
hold on. It ended up 1 for 4 because what I did is I hit on the Phillies plus 240, and then I took that 340 and I put it all in Otani yak plus 310, and Otani went yard on that
you go.
on that day. And so yeah, it was a great day.
Shout out Otani.
So it was cool. I had money on his 2 bases and his yak. So shout out to Otani-san. Great opening day, bro. Shout out to the whole baseball federation and all the players.
On to more news from the World Baseball Federation. We got a major deal from the Red Sox. They got Garrett Crochet signed to a 6-year, 170 extension.
Yeehaw, boy.
Yeehaw, boy. Big bag for the pitcher. Big bag for their ace. He went out and, I mean, he was looking nasty that first game he pitched. So,
He's demon.
yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that. Well, that was my Cy Young pick last episode. Then he got a bag, but that's good value. But I guess that's a lot of money considering he's only been in the league 4 years or something. But that's some good value.
And especially considering he went from what, reliever to starter, didn't he?
Yep.
What a fucking change from his first year as a starter wins the Cy Young, or he didn't win Cy Young,
No.
but like was in talks and is going to win it this year, according to me and Gino.
They're getting ahead of their deals early.
28 mil a year, yeah.
They're getting ahead of their deals early. They're in negotiations with their rookie Christian Campbell as well, looking to get his deal done. So they're trying to get ahead of that ahead of them bags early, unlike the Bengals, man.
Yeah, well,
sign your guys soon, you get them cheaper.
I don't know. All I know is we got our guys. So
Christian Campbell's been hot. Can't say that about everybody on that team. Duran's been going off. Campbell's been going off. But
yeah, speaking of not being hot, the guy that they gave $313 million last year in the offseason, Rafi Devers, starting the season a little cold, man. 0 for 19 with 15 Ks. I don't think they handled the whole situation with Bregman too well. They kind of ruined his confidence by they probably should have talked to him beforehand saying, yo, we're going to move you. Not after the fact of signing him, trying to figure it out after. It seems like it's not everyone can DH, bro. You got to stay in rhythm on the field. I think that's what he's going through right now, to be honest.
that boy needs to head down to the Dominican with Big Papi Ortiz.
Big Papi Ortiz?
yeah, excuse me, pardon me. Yeah, so I'll say like this: Garrett Cole, get well soon. Devers needs
needs you.
He needs you so
Devers
bad.
needs you.
He needs you so bad, bro. Because he might not hit a home run until you throw him one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not looking too good.
We talked about it though, bro. Like he fucking and I think you guys are the ones who told me because I actually didn't know the metric. Like he's terrible in the field. Wasn't he awful last year?
Horrible.
So that's what you get, bro. Be better, and you won't. You know what I mean? And so you fall out of rhythm. Figure it out. I don't know.
I mean, is Casas that much better at first base?
Maybe in the field, but you could develop him into a first baseman from a third baseman, which is a harder position because Casas is not doing so hot either.
No.
So
You know what's funny? So I never played organized baseball, but I think I could play first base. I've thought about it.
You do.
Yeah, I get it. I just know how to do it. I understand the instincts.
You should see Gino play first base.
You play first base?
yeah, they call me.
Oh, that's a good question.
They call me
Okay.
more of a young Paul Goldsmith.
B-Day question. What do y'all on the softball team? What's your positions? What do y'all play?
I play center field.
You play center field?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're a trouty. You're a trout kind of guy.
Yeah.
Tanks and outfielding.
Pretty much.
When someone be messing up, I'd be sliding in there to fill up any gaps that don't be going so
Let me
hot.
get
Gino is mega utility.
I'm
utility
util.
guy.
I literally.
So give me a player comp for Gino. Like
I pitched last game because we
yeah,
didn't have a
literally,
pitcher.
Gino pitched our last game, which is
And
absolutely insane.
smoked
Who's
the team
the,
by 30.
Dude, we have a height limit. No, first of all, we have a height limit on our fucking pitches that's like 15 feet, and Gino is up there throwing it like 30 feet. He just kept doing it. I'm in center field like, what are we doing? Like, bro,
So-
please.
so player comp for Gino sounds like it'd be who's the dude who's
I would
switching the
say
pitcher?
my
Who's wants to
player
return?
comp.
His player comp is fucking Kike, bruh.
Bro,
Every single position.
I was
on the
gonna
field.
say Kike or the backup catcher. Who's the backup catcher on the Phils, Brett?
Oh, Stubbs.
Stubbs. Yeah, Stubbs.
Hell yeah.
No, I'm more of like a Goldsmith of my first, Arenado of my
Oh my
third.
God.
Damn, Stubbs is in AAA.
Gino is whatever power hitter is at any position except he has no power.
Bro,
So
put me out there, bro.
that's his
I think I could do
In
it.
his eyes, his player comp is Gino is a power hitter.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Brett just said Stubbs got sent to AAA. Phils are not winning a ring anymore. I
Yeah,
take it
Stubbs
back.
is the vibe guy. You can't send him down.
Stubbs is
He went
revenge.
to SC, yeah?
Yeah.
I think he went to
I
SC.
don't know if Stubbs did go to SC or not.
Stubbs revenge.
Yeah.
I think he's a Palm Springs SC boy.
We needed to do a live pod from one of our softball games. That shit would be fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, he did go to SC. Good job, Gino.
Yeah, he played with some dude that went to my high school.
Hell yeah.
That's how I knew that.
On to NFL news. The league is trying to outlaw the tush push at the owners' meetings down in Florida this week. We had a 16-16 split, so they will be moving on to debate that after the draft. We have some prominent names like McVay and some other big coaches that are on the side of banning it because they
Lame.
very lame. They
Very
believe it's not football. They think it's a rugby play, so they're trying to get that out of there. With some coaches being on the fence, people are wondering if McVay is going to be trying to sway their opinion over this next month and a half or so before they go back and vote on it again. So with it being a 16-16 split, that's a little closer than it was earlier in the week.
Yeah, that's crazy that it was
Yeah.
that close.
Yeah, now coaches are starting to talk about safety. So they're trying to get political with it because once the S word, safety, comes out, you know they're trying to get something
There's
done.
literally no data on any kind of injuries with it, so it makes no sense in terms of safety. It's just they can do it better than you, so you don't like it. Literally, McDermott, who is one of the main coaches behind banning it because he thinks it's not good for the game. Didn't he go up in the championship, in the AFC championship, and try to run like 3 straight sneaks and none of them worked? So now it's kind of ironic that he's against it.
Bro, okay, not only how long have you been watching football, but how long have you been playing Madden? Since you were like 10, right? How long have you gone to goal line formation and ran a QB sneak?
Tom Brady.
Bro,
Yeah,
so
Tom Brady's
like,
the goat
why
at
are we
that.
acting like QB's like the only and everyone's gonna talk about because of the pushing part?
Mm-hmm.
I can think of so many games when I was younger where running backs like were getting tackled, but the defender rolls on his back, and so the running back never touches the ground. So I'm like, if we're gonna play all those technicalities, then the push is fine.
Yeah.
It's like the loophole, and that's why I fucked with what Vrabel said, or like what a lot of coaches have said, which is like, stop it.
Yeah.
Because it's been stopped before. Like, don't get me wrong, they have a crazy success rate, but it's not 100.
Yeah.
It is
for sure.
stoppable. Fucking jump over the fucking line.
Okay, but we also don't need that. We don't need Frankie Louvu jumping over the line 6 times until they say, yo, if you do this one more time, it's a touchdown.
Well, then there's a trade-off. If you're going to let the tush push happen, Frankie Louvu should be able to jump the fences. And they shouldn't be able to. No hard count. It should be 1, 2, 3, go.
That's the only thing
Oklahoma drill.
I think it should be quicker than that. He jumped over the line like 5 times, 6 times until they were finally like, yo, if you do this again, like it's going to be a touchdown. So maybe give him like twice to do that. And it's like, yo, you can't do that no more.
Yeah, it's a trade-off, bro.
Yeah.
I just think like that's what's, bro. They already stopped the YSL no swipe. CD is pissed. Like the NFL is getting fucking soft, bro. That shit is weak.
I mean, it's been soft. It's the no fun league.
Yeah, bro. And I'm player safety and shit. I'm like fully supported, bro. I'm like, let's innovate new technology. I'm even down for guardian caps. Like I'm really not a hater.
Hell yeah.
But like the rules.
Yo, did you see
the
that?
rules shit is where you get me.
Did you see the picture on Twitter or X of Tua and they're saying what helmet he should wear?
Oh,
Like the whole,
he looked like Juggernaut.
Bro, that shit was hard, bro. Everyone should wear that.
He need that Juggernaut
That shit was
Magneto-proof
sick.
helmet right there. That's
That
what you need.
shit was sick.
Yeah,
bruh.
but
That
baseball.
Professor X-proof helmet. You can't get in there with no telepathy, nigga.
That
That
shit
shit is
was
made of
so
stone.
hard.
Quit fucking with that boy.
No telepathy.
Baseball came through with some good rules, but football, get rid of rules. Let's not add rules.
Yeah,
get
Like
rid of them.
what?
Yeah.
But I did see that they're doing the electronic first downs now. Y'all saw that?
Yeah, I did see that.
Yeah,
It's you can't. What was the rule? You can you can take a flag back, but you can't give a flag for one that wasn't thrown. Is
Right.
the rule. So I do like that rule for sure. So say someone throws the flag and they can call in and say, yo, that wasn't a penalty, so they can take it back, but it can't go the other way.
Right.
I like that rule change. Another good rule change was the touchback rule. We have the ball moving up to the 35 on touchbacks instead of the 30, therefore trying to get it into the kick zone that they have. Milan's Meals, we got a little Jersey Mike's action
A
going
little
on.
Jersey Mike's, for the Bday, had to get a little sandwich action in. You know what I'm saying? Italian on rosemary bread with, Italian vinaigrette, all the sauces, mayo.
A little Italian.
You know how we rocking. I already know my rating, but I'll just take a bite. Just, because I want to keep it true.
Are we got any peppercini on there? Any red pepper?
Yeah,
relish?
always some banana peps, just for like
Okay.
a little bit
banana
of heat,
pep
a little sweet
action.
heat. You know what I'm saying? No mustard though. I'm not a mustard nigga, but
Okay.
Lots of veggies.
Okay.
No olives, nothing like that.
Okay.
What are we thinking? He already knows his rating. It's a regular.
It's a regular.
Yeah, 13 really
8.8.
slept on. What?
8.8.
8.8.
On a Jersey Mike scale, 9.5. 8.8 sandwich.
Hell
though.
yeah.
Elite.
Monster.
Know what to
score.
expect every time. Cold, flavor, never gets better.
Never gets better. Back to the NFL rule changes. We have kickers and punters can now have their balls prepped beforehand, therefore leading to longer kicks.
Pause.
Yeah, literally. Hold up, bro. Hold on. I need a shot after that. I can't lie.
Hey, yo.
hey, yo.
Thank God you're the host
I need a shot after that one.
Thank God you're the host and not me. That's
No,
all
I already got one poured. I already got one.
No.
Yeah, that was a major pause. Holy shit.
Hey, Cheers to my brothers, man.
Cheers to getting your balls prepped beforehand.
Hey, this is what, episode 9?
Episode 9,
We're almost
man.
in the double digits, baby. Shout out
Hell
to the gang.
yeah.
Cheers, boys.
Shout out the gang.
Come on.
Salute.
Delightful.
That's delightful. Back to getting your balls prepped. That will lead to longer punts and longer kicks with a broken in ball. So it's another good rule. The rule changes so far this year, I mean, I like them. How do you guys feel about them?
Yeah, I think they're all efficient ones, and then all the ones that were like lame or pussy didn't get passed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the tush push bullshit. Like,
Well, we don't know. That's still up in the air.
well, right, yeah, but like it wasn't as quick as you think. Delayed until May. Okay. Brett knows all the.
I hate all the rule changes. Cut them all out, bro. No rules.
Why don't you
I want no rules?
No rules. He wants NFL blitz.
I want that 2010 Steelers defensive squad hitting you in your dome.
NFL blitz
In
be doing
your
steroids
dome,
on the
boy.
sideline.
We caused
Hitting
the,
you in
we
your
caused
dome,
the
boy.
NFL. What was the initiative that they call? Safety initiative. What was it called? Off the top of your head?
The
Safety
NFL safety initiative.
Yeah.
Exactly. Steelers Nation caused that. We had James
Ryan
Anderson,
Clark.
Ryan Clark.
Yeah,
Yeah, Ryan
I
Clark
don't
was
know.
out there taking people's head
It
off.
was a Steeler who caused it, but I don't think it was your defense. I think it was Vontaze Burfict from the Bengals actually
I don't
changing the course of Antonio Brown's
that
life.
for sure, but Ryan Clark definitely was a major factor in starting that.
There would be no put
Bro
that
was out
shit
there
on.
headhunting.
That we would not be putting that shit on if Vontaze Burfict didn't. I feel bad for Antonio Brown's kids. Vontaze Burfict, you need to apologize.
All good. We won that game.
You took a father from those children.
Bengals suck.
Yeah, Juju took him out after that.
Yeah,
That's the
Juju-
hardest thing Juju's done in his career was taking
Bengals
out
have been to a
Vontaze
Super
Burfict
Bowl
out
more
of that.
recently
Well,
than the
he did.
Steelers. Oh,
He did get a winning touchdown in the Super Bowl, but taking out Vontez was harder.
that wasn't as
Steelers.
cool. Taking
How was
out
that?
Vontaze was
How
way
was that Steelers Super Bowl win when you were 10?
Amazing.
Oh, okay. I was
I
curious.
actually was a fan. The first one in our lifetime when they beat the Seahawks. That was like what 06 or
So how old were you then?
had to be about 22 years ago or something like
Hey,
that.
Milan, when was the last time your team won a Super Bowl?
I can tell you last time we went. It was,
That's cool.
It was more recently than anyone else's team in here. I'll say this.
All of us here have won one.
All right. I'll up it. And
Yeah,
you know,
you went
this is gonna take a while.
You went with Joey. You went to one. You went with Cam. You went to one. But when
Man.
was the last time you won one?
Oh man.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Not looking too hot.
I'll tell you this, Michigan won a natty though.
There you go.
We won the last
At least
real
you-
national
at least you
championship.
got some.
Yeah, but I'll take 100 push-up bet over the course because we'll be doing this pod for a while. So this could be a year from now. This could be 2 years from now. Bengals will win a Super Bowl before the Colts or Steelers.
You know we got two of the best deep ball threats of all time.
Oh yeah.
Oh, all
thank
time.
You. Thank you.
Can't forget.
Thank you for saying that. I want to bring this up.
Can't forget.
Gino posted on his story a picture, a DK highlight the other day, and said best deep threat of all time. It was a 15-yard pass to the end zone.
It was a post.
It was from the 15. They were in the red zone.
He
That's
was
not a deep
behind
ball.
every defender and caught the ball. That's a deep
Yeah,
threat.
It's a
Talking about-
15-yard pass. He's
Yeah,
a medium
talking about
threat.
the Steelers, still no Aaron Rodgers. We have a video of Rodgers throwing to DK at UCLA this week. It will be hilarious when A-Rod doesn't sign to the Steelers and decides to retire. And that whole video will be for nothing. That shit will be too funny. But, yeah, it seems like he's more so just continuing to hold y'all hostage. And what would be way funnier is actually if he on from that goes on to sign with the Vikings after he threw a DK Metcalf.
Bro, he
that
is-
shit would be
He
That would
is
hilarious.
make it
signing
even
with the
funnier.
Vikings. Jettas was just playing Madden last night with JJ McCarthy and screaming into the mic. So they got their quarterback.
What the fuck does that mean? It's a
means
video
that-
game.
He's stoked. He's stoked about his
It's a
quarterback.
video
It's
game.
obviously not Rodgers. They told him.
I mean,
So-
the GM said we're just not doing that right now. He didn't
Yeah.
said that's completely closed.
I mean, our
So,
owner literally came out and said that Rodgers is basically a safe bet.
Yeah,
I
and
feel you,
JJ
yeah.
McCarthy came out and said that they didn't tell him he's the starter either.
Exactly. I also saw a report that said that Rodgers was playing catch with DK because he was like, "Hey, bud, I'm not going to sign with you guys, but if you want, we can play some catch so you can know what it might have felt like."
No Diddy.
He's
no
like,
Diddy.
he's like, all right, now imagine this. We're in the
That's
Super Bowl and
crazy.
you run a post. Rogers to DK.
That's crazy.
Touchdown. He's like, oh, what could have been? Nah, it
So
ain't
at least you
happening.
can live a little bit of your childhood.
It ain't
dream or
happening.
something like
Bengals are winning the division. Steelers are going to be third in the division.
Also, I saw Rodgers. Some
Actually, they're going to be
paparazzi-
fourth because Perfect Timing's going third.
Paparazzi
Perfect
got
timing.
Rodgers in Tijuana.
Hell yeah.
But it's not what you think. They got is the CPI down there? Is that what they call it? The stem cell place? The hospital that all the athletes get stem cells at?
Hell
In Tijuana?
Yeah.
I think they went to Germany.
It's like the main ones are
that
TJ,
was called
Austin,
Hong Kong.
Texas.
Yeah, I thought they go to China or Germany. That's where
Well,
Kobe
they got
went
good Chinese
to fix
food
that
down there for
Achilles
sure.
in 3 weeks. That's where Braun went when we was making that run. I'll tell you this.
It completely went over Milan's
tell you-
head.
Hey, I don't know what we're talking about. I'll say this though. I seen a commercial from the World Cup in 2014, which ironically you and I watched together. That Ochoa run back.
Ochoa!
Oh, that was a nice run.
The best
He
goalkeeper of all time.
Amazing. But there was an anti-gambling ad that they ran like a month before that tournament started with a bunch of kids giving their predictions, and they all said different predictions. And then one kid's like, "Oh, I hope Germany wins." And they're like, "Why?" And he's like, "My dad put my life savings on Germany." And they're like, "Please don't gamble."
Yo.
And Germany fucking won.
Hell yeah!
Fucking
Shout out Germany!
Bro, shout out Germany. Shout out to that kid's dad. Imagine running an ad like that and Germany winning. Like, you put the lock of the century
That's
in the
so
fucking
sick.
ad. So now I'll tell you this: look at the anti-gambling ads. You might get a lock of the century, or just watch our pod, right, Gino?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what we need a big lock by the end of this pod. Stay tuned till then.
Yeah. Let's think of a big
A
lock.
big lock.
Just any lock.
Well, a major lock would be the other division in the AFC North. The Browns have pretty much closed the book on the Deshaun Watson era. Their owner came out and said it was a major swing and miss by them. No shit. You gave him $230 guaranteed. Pretty much ruined the market for the rest of the NFL, giving it to him fully guaranteed. So, yeah, fucked us. Not us, but fuck the league for sure.
Well, Josh Allen just reset it finally, like 5
Yeah.
years later or whatever. But that was the worst move of all time.
Ever. Worst trade ever.
Reminds
Yeah.
me of like Paul George to the Clippers.
Bro,
Deshaun
it's
Watson.
worse because
Paul
Paul
George
George
to the
had
Clippers.
Paul George had some good games.
What do you mean?
They got Shea and a million first rounders and a bunch of good players.
Yeah, but at least Paul George was out there like averaging 25 a game. Like Deshaun Watson played fucking.
So they
20
made the
games.
playoffs. They made the playoffs. You're saying?
I mean,
half
if
the time,
anything, it's
Deshaun
Kawhi.
Watson was throwing
Kawhi was the one that was
190
hurt the whole time.
All right, Clipper haters, let's keep it going. Let's keep rolling.
Kawhi
My
was
bad.
Kawhi tore his knee 7 times.
Hey,
It's
you're
not
gonna
really-
catch me over there with Uncle Stevie one of these nights, drinking
Oh,
tequila.
I forgot you're the Clipper fan. I forgot.
I'm
Even
not
though
the Clipper
you're-
fan.
Even though
I
he's a
just-
Jazz fan and a Cavs fan and a Lakers fan and a
I thought
Clipper.
Laurie Markkinen was your guy.
Yeah.
I be kicking it with Uncle Stevie on occasion. There's
Yeah, he'd
nothing
be kick-
wrong with that.
He'd be kicking with Uncle Stevie and
It's
Obama.
nice over there into it.
Nah,
Yeah.
see, you gotta see, and I'm not even gonna blow up the spot. But if you really from Westchester, you know where Jeannie Buss lives. Shout out to Jeannie.
Shout out Jeannie.
Shout out to Jeannie. But yeah, real
You
talk.
kind of blew up the spot.
No, I didn't. No, because it's not that deep. Like, you gotta really. There's a specific section, and it's like very.
You gotta be a
complex.
real native.
Yeah, you won't find her in normal Westchester. Like, it's some cutty shit. But we were talking about what were we talking about before? What were we just talking about?
Y'all were hating on the
Oh, the
Clippers.
Clippers.
Uncle Steve.
Oh, we were talking about Deshaun Watson. Yeah, I mean, bro, the Browns, like, it's kind of like, I hate to be like this, but like, it's kind of, that's what you fucking
That's the
get.
Browns.
Yeah, and it's what you get because, like, not when they signed him, it was such of like a dramatic social time for him.
Yeah.
And like their response to like all of that was like, we're gonna give him the most ridiculous guaranteed
most
contract
guaranteed,
ever.
yeah.
Because they thought they finessed. They're like, fuck it, we don't care.
We got a
who you
top
are.
5 quarterback.
Yeah, we don't care. We're gonna finally get, and
Yeah.
that's what you fucking get for that shit.
Yeah, that
that's
karma
what you
hits
fucking
you.
get. Like, that shit is real.
Yeah.
That shit is
I
real.
mean,
And
that-
the Texans ended up in a better position.
Yeah.
With Stroud. So
mean-
it's what you get.
Same color as their jersey. Shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that whole organization from top to bottom needs to be rebranded and dissected. They need a new name, everything.
That karma put a little belt to ass, that's for sure.
I've never said that before in my life.
Set
but
them
like,
back.
if I can think of any team that genuinely needs to be dismantled and rebuilt from
Relocate
the ground
the
up,
Browns?
relocate them, pick a new jersey, new team, new logo,
Everything.
cut all the players, Fantasy
Every
draft.
player. Cut Myles Garrett.
Fucking fantasy
We're
draft.
cutting Myles
no,
Garrett.
fantasy draft. Like Madden rules. Every team gets to keep 2 players, so they get Myles Garrett and Shador if they draft him or whatever.
Yeah,
or
his,
Denzel Ward, and then you go.
Yeah, his agent finessed it. David Muleta, I believe, is how you pronounce his name.
Crazy.
Or however you pronounce
David
it.
Mula.
Yeah, David Mula for sure. He is the top agent pretty much at every position. He's Micah's agent as well, so he'll be looking to cash in. Big deal for Micah.
So he's the Boris of the NFL.
Pretty much.
Even though Boris is not doing so hot nowadays. Worst agent in MLB now.
Well, is Boris Soto's agent? I'm pretty sure he is.
But yeah, he also got Monty on the Diamondbacks, a shitload of money, who's had the worst
I'm
contract
pretty
ever.
sure he's Soto's agent, so you just got a shit ton from that. So.
Yeah, he just screwed a couple guys recently, like
Free the
Pete.
greatest agent of all time, Ipe. For you.
Greatest agent of all time.
The real agent, the real
The
translator.
secret agent.
The
Hell
real
yeah.
communicator.
Hey, since it's the birthday pod, we're gonna let you guys know some exclusive news. We got free ePay merch coming soon.
Very
we
soon.
we can't say too much. We can't say
Free
too much.
ePay.
Yeah, but that's just an exclusive.
We can't say too much. On to NBA news. The Memphis Grizzlies go ahead and fire their coach, Taylor Jenkins, while they are currently sitting at the 5 seed with a record of 44-31. A very odd decision. I don't think I've seen this ever really happen before. We're, 10 games away from the playoffs? They went ahead and the front office wouldn't let him have any of his own assistants. They hired all their own assistants and basically told him they want to run an offense a certain way. They're not running any screens, which therefore has taken the ball out of Ja's hands. Ja went from averaging 27 points a game 2 years ago to now he's averaging 22 points a game. So I don't really see the decision of taking the ball out of your best player's hands, but none of it really seems to make any sense.
What, so that Desmond Bain can get more shots?
It doesn't make any sense. Basically, it's a bunch of passing. No screens,
What?
just a bunch of passing. Yeah.
So it's like a high school offense or something.
They might be.
They're onto some European shit. They went and hired their assistant to be the interim, and he comes from Paris basketball. He won the Euro Cup last year and won Euro Coach of the Year. So I think they're just wanting to move in a new direction. But yeah, it seemed like that's where it was going to start the year when they wouldn't let Taylor Jenkins have his own assistants. So
Yeah, I think maybe they're over this like NBA young boy culture. Like they're like over it. They're like Taylor Jenkins is like definitely letting this shit go on.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Ja was gone in another year or two. And Brett brings up an interesting point on the screen. He said, "Are they tanking the team? Are they battling between Dallas to try to be the first team to get to Vegas now that Dallas got shut down?"
I mean, they can't be tanking the team when they're 44-31.
That's what I'm saying. What do you? I don't like. That's why
trying
it's
to win.
weird, brother. You're in contention. Like, it's fucking weird.
I think so. After the All-Star break, they've been pretty shit, and they've been kind of hurt. So Taylor Jenkins was trying to go back to the old way of what he was coaching,
And they were like, "Yeah, no."
"We're not doing that.
We told you
we
no.
told you what we're doing. So now you're out of here."
Yeah, they're on bullshit.
Yeah, they went with the coach that they wanted.
It doesn't
So,
really matter either. I guess now's a good time to fire coach because like Lakers are winning the chip. So
Yeah, it
it's
doesn't
like-
matter either way.
It's like reset now.
But what happened to the Grizz, bro? 2-3 years ago, the Grizzlies were like the hot new team, up and coming. Everyone thought that they were going to be
I told
something.
you what happened.
What? The NBA YoungBoy culture?
NBA YoungBoy started dropping all those tapes.
Yeah,
He's
that's
on
what
house
happened.
arrest.
He was dropping bangers and Ja was out playing
Bro,
with guns.
the second NBA YoungBoy got out of jail that first time, it was over for that whole team. It was over for that whole team. Shout out to Ja. It was a prop gun. I know, gang.
Yeah, it was a problem.
They did you crazy. It was a lighter, bro. But yeah, I don't know. It's so weird, right? Because it looked like if you look at like a lot of these young teams that are tracking, like not young teams, but teams that started young, like Celtics, Thunder. It kind of felt like the Grizzlies were supposed to be there, and I know they're 5 seed, but they do not feel as monumental as they felt in those early Ja years, right?
Yeah.
And like JJJ is a super good player. He's a depoy, and like
I mean, even Desmond Bain, bro.
Yeah,
he
but-
can shoot. That fool is not a scrub. That's for sure.
I don't know. I don't know if it's the color palette of the jerseys, but something about them just is off, bro. Like, it
maybe they
feels
need
weird, doesn't it?
another
Doesn't it
star.
feel weird?
For sure.
They feel off.
Maybe they need another star. I mean, Lakers got Luka. Now they're balling out. Like, give that boy some help. Like,
or something.
You need
bro.
some help.
I don't know, man. But I rock with Ja. Cheers, brother.
Shout out, Ja.
Shout out to Ja. Shit, hey, I know, even if Ja maybe isn't averaging the same amount of points, he's averaging the same amount of dollars thrown in the strip club.
Hell
Shout out to my dog, man.
That's all that matters.
Put me right foot, walking with that heater.
He buying out the strip club. Now that video of him in Denver when he bought out the strip club, that was low-key the hardest thing he's ever done.
It was the hardest shit.
That was
After
so
the
sick.
loss, too.
Yeah, that was so sick.
They lost that same
Just
night.
him by himself and dollars all over the
Just
ground.
throwing money.
That shit
gonna
was
say,
too hard.
Y'all been to Memphis? Like, is there strip clubs out there? or-
That was in Denver, not Memphis.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
There are
Yeah,
lots of
okay.
strip clubs in
Yeah.
Memphis, to answer your question.
So
but
when-
no, he was in Denver by himself, and they even what makes my NBA YoungBoy comment even funnier is they let him hook up to the aux, and he just was playing the new YoungBoy album
Hell
from his
yeah.
own phone, throwing money.
That's so
like they literally were like, "You want the aux?" He's like, "Yeah."
That's so hard.
He is pissed they lost. He wasn't even getting a dance. He just throwing the money on the ground. Shout out to Ja, man. Shout out to T. Shout out to
Shout
T
out
Morant.
T.
It's a real
Morant.
fucking father
Shout
right
out to-
there.
Hey, remember when T Morant was about to squabble Shannon Sharp?
Real fathers,
He
boy.
was about to squabble Uncle Shay
Real
Shay.
fathers. Hey, shout out to Shay's dad too. He went on Gil's Arena and he was on there. They were asking him
Hell
about
yeah.
they're asking him about the Jokic thing, and he's like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. If they gave it to Jokic, like I get it, but he's like, man, they 15 games behind my son. Like, just give it to Shay.
real.
Even he was like, I get it, but like, no, thank you.
real.
Shout out to all the fathers. Shout out to LeVar, man. Get well soon, gang.
LeVar's the GOAT.
the real goat.
The real GOAT, LeVar.
Stephen A. said when LeVar was on there, he's like, I could beat MJ with 1 foot, and
Hell
now he's
yeah.
gonna prove it.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, shout out to LeVar. Shout out to all the fathers out there, man.
Yeah, I saw him the other day driving like some like crazy ass G-Wagon, blacked out. It had like the Big Baller logo on it. I was in the crosswalk. I was like, "What up?"
buzz that down.
And he just started laughing. It
You
was
saw the
funny.
big baller?
I saw the Big Baller.
Hell
bro.
yeah.
Does
I was
Ipe
like-
have any kids?
I don't know.
What?
Brett, can you Google it real quick? Does Ipe have any kids?
Ipe?
I have to know. I just have to know who this affects long term.
No, degenerates don't have kids, bro.
Bro, Ipe has no background. They looked it up.
Well,
he didn't go to
Ipo
Irvine.
married
No
in
public
20
info.
No
He's
public
married.
info on Ipe, bro.
Okay, well, just I just want to extend just in case a very early Happy Father's Day to Ipe 2 months early.
Nice.
He said he went to college at UC Irvine and used to
they
work
had
for
no-
the Red Sox.
no
and that
record
never
of it.
happened.
You're
No
right.
record of it.
That's what I'm saying. So he might have kids because he definitely did not go to UC
Dude, I
Irvine.
can't wait for the 30 for 30 on Ipe.
We'll
That
be
shit's
in
gonna
it.
be so hard.
I know
No,
because
yeah.
we'll be featured in it.
Dude, we should be like narrating that shit.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
That
They'll bring
shit would
us
be
in.
so
No,
hard.
well, maybe we'll do a docu-series once we have a little bit more time on our hands and get a little more settled.
It's coming.
with
There's
it.
a lot of things in the works.
it's-
Gino's people are talking to a lot of people for it. So we're
Production
working.
done by Bias ENT. So, yeah, we'll be on that for sure. Watch out
Yeah.
for the Ipe 30 for 30.
Yeah, we might do a collab company BPay.
On to other NBA Western Conference news. KD is out for the week with an ankle sprain. They are 1 game out of the play-in. Are they fucked?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long is he out?
About a week. There's
Yeah,
about a
Well,
week
he
left.
rolled
Yeah,
up
it's
his
over.
ankle.
Yeah, they're fucked.
It's over. Heart and soul. Devin Booker is too worried about trying to
it's
get
really
Hooters
Brad
back in
Beal,
business.
bruh. It's Brad
Yeah.
Beal went over there and finessed the shit out of them.
He did, but also I can and shout out to D Book because he's very good. But D Book don't seem like he is as fired up as he used to be.
I mean, I
that
saw
Kobe factor, he's
dude,
just kind
I
of
saw
whatever.
something that said when they had Chris Paul and Ayton on that team, they only played 8 games together, all 4 of them, and they went 8-0.
Well, they're
And they
nasty.
broke it up.
I don't know
so
what they were
why
doing.
the hell would you ever do? You went 8-0 with this team. Why the fuck would you break it up?
The new owner came in
Yeah,
and
it's
thought this
crazy.
shit was
It should
NBA
be
2K. And I can't be mad at him either, bro. Because imagine you come in. Okay, imagine like your whole life dream is to buy a fucking NBA team.
Yeah.
You come in and you're like, all right, what can I do? And someone's like, yo, we can get you Kevin Durant and Bradley Beal, and you're like,
Well, that's the thing. They already had KD. It was Devin Booker,
he
KD,
inherited
Ayton,
KD?
and Chris. No, they traded for him. That was the
That's
original
right,
shit.
right.
But then they wanted to get Bradley Beal.
yeah, but
and
just
it's like, bro.
he just thought he was going crazy.
Yeah.
He thought he was about to be on some money ball. Like
Yeah.
this random owner comes in and becomes the greatest owner ever, and it shit don't work. And Brad Beal learned from the greatest of all time, John Wall, on
For
how
sure.
to finesse those contracts. John Wall was a dog, but he also knew how to fall down the stairs at his house at the right
Bro,
time.
John Wall was
right after
so
signing
good.
contracts.
What was
John Wall.
John Wall's contract, 90 mil. Back
Something like
in the day,
that, yeah.
was like
It was a big
one.
ass-
And then he
contract.
tore his ACL, and then right when he's about to come back, he slipped down the stairs
Bro,
in his
John
house.
Wall, back in those days on 2K, was so unstoppable. It was
Yeah.
fucking
Oh,
sick.
That was my
absolutely.
guy on
John Wall,
2K.
Yeah.
absolute demon. I actually saw a funny tweet the other day that was like, someone posted a screenshot and was like, my 12-year-old half-brother is about to get the longest text of his life. And he had texted his older brother and was like, how good was John Wall?
Bro.
And it's like, bro, let me explain.
Bro.
Man, let me tell you about a time when the Wizards were making Eastern Conference
Marcin
championships.
Gortat, bro.
Bro, they were making Eastern Conference championships. They were
Didn't
just losing
Marcin
to
Gortat
Braun.
come out and say like John Wall was ass or something? And he was like, bro, you fucking suck.
Like,
like what are you
That's
talking
like-
about? Like, bro, I was feeding you the whole time. You're fucking horrible.
Literally, the
What are you
reason you were
talking
getting
about?
those is because I was up here.
Yeah,
and-
like what?
Like, bro, that's like when Kendrick Perkins tried to say he was the leader of that Thunder team.
Oh
Like,
my!
It's
bro,
crazy.
KD was like, "What are you talking
It's crazy
about?"
what
dude?
average centers will say.
Yeah.
Niggas be big and feeling themselves. 7 feet. Pause.
On to the last topic. We had this last weekend. We had the Texas Children's Houston Open. Minwoo Lee goes out there and gets his first dub on tour. Shout out Minwoo, bro. Shout
Dr.
out Minwoo.
Chipinski.
Shout out Minwoo.
That's his thing. Dr. Chipinski.
Hell yeah.
That's what he
They
likes
also
to
call him
himself.
Woo Fast, Woo Furious.
Yeah. He was coming up with all kinds of names. We
goat.
also had Gary Woodland, who finished tied for second with Scotty. That is his best finish since brain
Bro,
surgery.
shout out to Gary, bro. That's
Shout out Gary. Literally,
clap it up for Gary, bro. That
Shout out Gary.
that full swing episode had me
And
emotional.
one more time, shout out Scotty.
Yeah, well, shout out Gary for his best finish since brain surgery in 2023. That is a huge step for him. He looked good, bruh. Minwoo shot 20 under. Gary Woodland with a 19 under. They're getting ready.
Hey, Scotty was on that ass.
I mean, when is he not?
Scotty, and shout out to Minwoo for holding it down, but
For real.
Scotty was birdieing everything.
For
Min
real.
even said, he was like, yeah, I'm not going to lie. He's like, I was watching Scotty birdie everything
Yeah.
in front of me. I'm just trying to finish. Like,
For real.
but no, shout out to Minwoo Lee, bro. Like, I think he's like the perfect gap. Him and dudes like Bryson are the perfect gap into like what the new age golfer is going to be.
Yep.
And I think a couple years ago, you remember when, and it's not a thing now, but you remember when there was like that debate about in baseball about it kind of getting modernized with bat flips and the jewelry, and it finally kind of has been kind of accepted, and now this kind of like this new insurgence in baseball. I think the same shit is happening in golf, and Min finally solidifying his fucking
That's just
his spot is sick.
such a good point. Like they used to be like, don't go on social media if you're a baseball player or like a golfer, just like only business. And now it's just like, bro, just be a human. Like
Exactly,
ball
bro.
out.
Just
bro.
be a guy,
So I
bruh.
think baseball got that like a couple
Just be a
years ago.
dude.
And
Yeah.
now with like Bryson,
Now,
Minwoo Lee.
now you're like, this guy's a guy. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
and it's happening in golf, and like he has a following. So then he gets his first dub, and like the whole fucking crowd is cheering. Let him cook. You know,
Yeah.
he's a chef. So and did you see the video of him doing the aim point?
Yep.
It was fucking. And shout out to Scotty for taking that like a gangster. They showed that video
sure.
of Scotty watching. He was laughing. Oh, Scotty doesn't give a fuck, mind
No.
you. Scotty's like, I'm back in shape. Masters is coming up. Yeah, I'll say this, bro. Like the way Scotty's heating up. Masters, it might be a
Bro,
three-peat, boy. I don't. Has anyone ever
I'm
three-peat
so
in the
excited
Masters?
for the Masters this year, bro.
Scotty,
It's gonna be so good.
It's gonna be so sick.
Low key, we should do like Masters camp, and we should live stream
That'd
it.
be
And
so
we
hard.
should
Go to
just, like-
Augusta.
we should just
With
post up.
with that being said, that'll wrap up this episode of Bias Sports Talk. Let's get another shot for the birthday
one
pod
more.
before we
Come
get
on,
out of here.
And on top of that, we had UFC Mexico this week. Shout
UFC
out,
Mexico.
shout out Raul
Viva!
Rosas Jr. We
Chee,
need a-
wee, 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 wee. Shout out Moreno.
yeah. Told you Moreno was a lock last time. You already
Moreno's a
know.
lot.
You want a shot?
Yeah.
Come on, come on.
Try to get out the bottle. You're like, oh
It's
no.
a nice
Slow
bottle.
bit,
Put
it's
that
good,
on
it's
this shot. Cheers, boy.
Cheers, man. Happy birthday.
Cheers,
Enjoy.
gang.
B Philly, get you one. We gotta
Where
get
you at,
we gotta
B. Phil?
give B Philly a shot.
Big Phil, you got your drink? Where you at? Where you at? Come on, man. Hey, very blessed to be alive.
Blessed to be alive.
29
man.
years later, we still survive. Blessed to be here with my dogs. Cheers to the whole gang.
Cheers, boy.
Cheers, gang.
Cheers to the birthday.
My Sports Talk
Hey,
family, baby.
With that being said, we will see you next week. Goodbye.
I'm 29, bitch!